see a different aspect of the algae.
We're not climbing down.
You can kind of see the water's a little bit green now. Like I said, some of that algae is starting to go dormant. So it's not quite as green as it was a month ago.
So this is after chlorine, or?
Yes, yes, this is after chlorination.
So this is what gets sent out?
Yes.
So this is already past everything?
Correct. Correct, yeah. And in the wintertime, this will go through the wetlands and looks even cleaner. A lot of that green is removed as well. But yeah, this is the water that the farmers are using on their field.
So do you want to say a little bit about why trying to lower the biological oxygen demand?
Sure. Your BOD, I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with your biochemical oxygen demand. Pretty much, it's a measure of nutrients in the water. As that nutrient is broken down by one source or another, a bacteria usually, or other biota, there's a certain amount of oxygen demand that is created in the breaking down of that nutrient, and so they can pretty much suck all the water out of a water body.
Out of the oxygen out of the water body, yeah.
Is that?
Suck out the oxygen.
Yeah, suck out the oxygen out of the water, which of course is bad for other biota, fish and whatnot. So that's why we have to lower our BOD. So and then your suspended solids are pretty much you don't want to be pulling up a lot of dirt and other sediment or other floaters coming through, obviously. So those are two that we're monitoring probably most stringently on currently.
The BOD is something pretty easy to measure in that, in a simple way, you can take a jar of it, seal it off so that it doesn't get any oxygen from the air, and then watch the concentration of oxygen go down over some amount of time.
Your BOD is a 5-day test.
Yeah.
Well, we run a 5-day BOD. There are other various forms of BOD. Kind of a quicker form is what's called the COD. It's a chemical oxygen demand. Kind of measures that portion of the BOD, and there's a ratio there. So if you're able to pull your COD in an hour, you can kind of relatively estimate how much BOD is there as well. So just some of the things that we do monitor. I wouldn't want to swim in it personally. So I guess going back to the algae, like I said, a couple years ago we started working with the university, and now we have these various buildings here that house different aspects of that algae project. If we can actually walk right over here. About 4 years ago, we had constructed a pond for them to grow their algae in. So that pond is just right over here on the other side of these buildings. So kind of caught a glimpse of it as we pulled up, I think. So let's just go up here and to the right. Come over here. So about 3 years ago, we constructed one big square pond, about a half an acre size, for them for the university students. So we clay lined it and compacted it, so there would be very little seepage. So they were able to pump water into it and kind of let the algae grow. But they didn't have a lot of success because a lot of the algae would grow and it would just kill a lot. So they weren't getting a lot of fertilization of that algae. So about 2 years ago, we split the pond, created more of this waste style, and we're able to sell these paddle that algae in water.
Yeah, you can see how green this is. It's full of chlorophyll, plant pigments.
We're getting some more of our filamentous algae here, kind of coming with your heavier moss, which isn't exactly what we want. It's still grows pretty well. So what we're we're hoping to do here is to, instead of discourage the algae like we typically do in the lagoons, here we want to encourage it and let it grow and let it do all that metabolizing and uptake of those of the phosphorus and the nitrogen water out of the water. And so the hard part of that is once the algae dies, it re-releases those nutrients back into the water. So the hard part is getting the algae to uptake it and then harvesting it before it can die. And so harvesting has presented a bit of a problem for us. We've looked at several different aspects of doing that. We've looked at using a type of filtration. The filtration worked okay until we got a lot of algae on the membranes, and they kind of fouled the membranes, and we weren't getting very good separation. Another aspect we looked at was called a DAF unit, DAF, dissolved air flotation. Like the name says, we're using air to float the algae and other particles out. So, and we actually have a scale model, a DAF unit in here if you'd like to go take a look at it.
Let's go do that.
So
Yeah.
kind of explain it a little bit better seeing it.
There's a shooting range.
We actually